In this video, I'm going to be showing you all of the lessons that I've learned that took me from lost and undisciplined to disciplined and focused, all within just 1 year at the age of 17. And my promise to you is if you can watch throughout this whole video and take note throughout this whole video, you too will build discipline in the next 90 days or less without going on a monk mode. Lesson number 1 is that the beginning is the hardest part, but it gets better over time. One thing that I used to struggle with was being just lazy. Constantly scrolling on social media, constantly telling myself I'm going to do something, but then not doing it. Constantly just procrastinating the work. I knew if I could go read a book, I'd become 1% smarter. I knew if I could just go run, I would become 1% healthier. But I kept on delaying it because I was scared of taking the first step. I was scared of opening a book. Like, I know you know the feeling of being like, okay, I want to go read a book. As soon as you open that book and you just see words and no pictures. I used to like reading books with pictures. But once you see words with no pictures, you then just start asking yourself, yo, is it even worth reading this book? Don't you think I could just find it on YouTube? Don't you think I could just go on an audiobook? And you know what? I'm not even gonna read it. You put it back, and you just wasted your mother's money. But that's how it used to be. It used to be scary, to just go read a book. It used to be scary for me to go run, to go exercise and work out, go into the gym. At the beginning, I didn't know how to do a bicep curl. My form on a bench press was so off. My form on a T-bar row was so off. I was just like, yo, is this thing even worth doing? Then you usually then stop going to the gym because you saw that it was tough and you'd be like, I'll see it on another time. But listen to this, the beginning is the hardest part. So once I understood this concept, I started reading books. I forced myself to just ingrain this quote or this saying inside of me, saying that the beginning is the hardest part. So I started reading more books, forcing myself, just 1 page a day, 2 pages a day, then 3, just slowly upgrading it until I got comfortable. Now it got better for me to read a book. Going to the gym, picking up the weights. It was tough at first. For the first 2 months, I was lost. But then eventually, when I kept on going, I then started literally understanding, okay, this is how my technique should be. This is how I should stand when I do a bicep curl. This is how I should be when I do a bench press. Then I got better, and now look at my gains. You just can't see them now because of the jacket. But it got better over time. So I want you to just tell yourself that the beginning is the hardest part. You're on your journey now, because I know you're watching this video now, you're on your journey on becoming disciplined. You're on your journey on now finally becoming proud of yourself. So in order for you to go from where you are currently now to your dream state, you have to literally kill your old version of yourself. You need to just every day put in the effort in order to be this type of person. Every day you need to just show up. Every day showing up. Every day putting in that 1% effort. Every day just reading that book, going to the gym, talking to that stranger. Every single day. Until you're now comfortable and you're now this type of disciplined person that you want to be. So just remember what you're going through now. If you're starting off with discipline, or you were disciplined and now you went back to your old ways, go back and be disciplined and follow this concept. That the beginning is the hardest part, but it gets better over time. Lesson number 2 is focusing on the small wins. To the people who know me, people know that I love talking about small wins. I love the concept of small wins because you have a goal right now. One of your goals is a big goal. It's an end year goal. A big, massive goal that you want to achieve by the end of the year. But then it requires you to then put in the daily effort to go through the beginning hard part in order to get better over time. So you have this big goal over here. In order for you to reach this big goal, you have to then break it down into smaller pieces. Maybe your goal is to be weighing 70 kg by the end of this year. You currently now is 60 kg, but your goal by the end of the year is 70 kg. This is what you can do. Break it up. You take this piece and you say, for the first 3 months of 2025, I'm going to focus on eating more. You broke that goal up. You know, after those 3 months, on the 4th month, you go weigh yourself and now you were 63 or 64. Let's say you're 63. You became 1% closer to your goal. Then you tell yourself for the next 3 months, I'm going to now focus purely on building more muscle because I saw I'm gaining more but not gaining muscle. So I'm going to focus on muscle for the next 3 months. Those next 3 months go by, and going into the 4th month, you check yourself in the mirror and you can see now that you're much more leaner and much more bigger because you weighed yourself again and now you were 65. Then you be like to yourself, you break it down again. You be like, for the next 3 months, I'm going to just focus on literally my legs. Let's say your legs are skinny. Let's say people said your legs are skinny. You have a big upper body, but your legs are now skinny. Next 3 months, you focus on your legs. You look yourself in the mirror and you be like, oh, my legs are now bigger. You check yourself on the weighing scale and now you were 67. You're getting closer to this goal. Here's the goal. You're getting closer. Then you tell yourself for the last 3 months, I'm going to eat a bit more of carbs and a little less of fat and a lot more of protein. 3 months go by and you check yourself in the mirror. You're much more bigger. You're much more leaner. You're much more sexier. And you go to the scale and you check, you're now a 71. Not a 70, but a 71 because you stayed consistent and you truly put it in the effort. You broke it down into small wins. Every 3 months, you broke it down into small wins in order for what? For you to achieve this big goal over here. So, for you, break down your biggest goal that you have for 2025. Break it down into things that you can do for the next 3 months or for the next month. If you have like a 3 months goal, but in the next 3 months, you say you want to read 5 books in the next 3 months. Then literally tell yourself, okay, every 2 weeks, or every 3 weeks, I'm gonna get myself a new book. Get yourself this book. Another 3 weeks, get yourself this book. Constantly go into small wins. Then after, when you get to the 3rd month, you can then see you finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books just like that. Because you focused on the small wins. So take your big goal that you have right now and break it down into small wins. And make sure that it's achievable and it's on your level for you to achieve. Lesson number 3, recreate the perfect moment. Don't just say, I'm going to start tomorrow, I'm going to start next week, I'm going to start when I feel like I'm ready. No. One lesson that I've learned in this self-improvement journey is that you have to meet with the perfect moment like this. You're creating it. You here saying, okay, what I used to say to myself now is, I'm going to start next week to shooting content. That's what I used to tell myself. Like, I've been wanting to shoot content around March of 2024, but I only started May. What do you think was holding me back? Was because I was waiting for the perfect time. I was like, I'm only going to start posting content once I have a 5-pack. Okay, I reached a 5-pack, then I'm like, no. I'm going to start posting this content once I reach 16. I reached 16. I was like, oh, no, no, no. I'm going to start posting this content once. You see, I was just having so much resistance over here. And I was like, once I reach the perfect time, that's when I'm going to post content. But then I said, enough is enough. Actually, the Lord told me enough is enough. I had a video edited and I was like, you know what? This I'm going to release after my birthday. My birthday came by 6 May. My birthday is on 6 May. So send me a present if you want. So 6 May, ne? 6 May. And then the following day, I said I'm going to post a video. I never posted the video. Next week came by. I'm like, okay, I'm going to post it on Monday. I never posted on Monday. Tuesday, I met with one of my friends. One of my friends are like, yo, you actually bigger now. You actually got much more muscular. I see you, bro. Keep up the good work. From that day on, I just felt motivated to go post that video instantly. That was what is that the Lord sent that person to come to me and say, you look good. You can then go post that video. He just said you look good, but I saw it as, okay, bro, go post that video. People want to see your disciplined version. People want to see what's happening in your life. How do you stay disciplined in all these things? So I posted my first video and look at where we are now. We're now in YouTube and I've been constantly becoming better and better. Got myself a mic over here. Got myself a tripod over here. Like I'm becoming much more better and better day by day, day by day. So I created this perfect moment. I didn't wait for until I got a good camera. I'm shooting on my phone currently now. I'm shooting on my phone. You might be thinking I have a quality camera. No. I'm shooting on my phone. But it's just this is where we start. I created the perfect moment. Because now I'm in the position where now young men are asking me how to build discipline. How do I stay consistent on my goals? And I found my purpose because of this content thing. I found that I love helping individuals in areas that I feel like they need help in, which is what building discipline. That's what I love to talk about, basically self-improvement overall. So I didn't wait for the moment of, okay, I'm only gonna post once I have a good camera. Nah, bro. I have a phone. I have a mic over here. I have some books that I've read. I've got knowledge that I can extract, I can give to you guys. Oh, what's stopping me now? Let me go and give my knowledge. And this is where we are. I created the perfect moment. I didn't wait for it. So for you, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the day, like after my birthday, I'm going to start gymming. Oh, no, once I turn the 17, I'm going to start reading books. No, once I'm done with school, that's when I'm going to start taking life seriously. No, don't wait for the perfect moment. Create the perfect moment. And this leads me to lesson number 4, is that discipline is a lonely route. I feel like you have experienced this and you also know this. Once you start becoming different from everyone else, once you start doing things opposite towards them, once you start gymming, reading, improving yourself, eating healthy, doing all the things that's going to benefit you one day in your life, and you don't do all of those parties, bad habits, and all those things that your friends are doing, you then become different. You then become totally a black sheep in your area. No one wants to be around you. No one wants to hang out with, it's a Sihle, that guy. It's a Sihle, that guy who's always constantly gymming. I don't want to hang out with him. He's gonna tell me when he's gonna catch me one day when I'm smoking. He's gonna come and tell me that what you're doing is wrong. You should be better and all these other things. So I don't want that. I don't want to hang out with him. It's a Sihle, the guy who runs. It's a Sihle, the one who reads and is improving himself. Like, you see, people make it a joke for improving yourself. Like, have you noticed that? People make it a joke when you improve yourself, and they think that when you're doing all these bad habits, that it's the way, that it's fun. People think that, bad habits are the way. Bad habits is what we need in order to be cool, in order to be attention so that people can notice us and all of these other things. They think it's so cool, but it's not. Me and you know different. Me and you that we know that the sacrifice that we're putting in today, all those parties that we're missing, all those events that they want us to go to but we don't go to, all those times where they say let's go chill somewhere else and do nothing, but you decide to go read a book, you decide to go to the gym and all those things, over time we know that it's going to benefit us one day. So it gets lonely. It gets lonely. It gets lonely to the point where you start even thinking of doing muscle ups. I'm trying to practice muscle ups. That's how lonely it gets. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because now I've created a school community where you can meet like-minded individuals, the same as you, who are on the journey of becoming much more disciplined, who are on the journey of becoming the best version of themselves, who are just ready to just be the best version of themselves each and every single day. And in this school community, you will meet like-minded individuals. You will be able to help individuals who are struggling in areas where you know you're good at. I created this community specifically for you. I know you're lonely. I know you have something on the inside telling you that I'm destined for more. I'm destined to become this type of human being. I'm just destined to just be the best and be disciplined and meet like-minded people who are going to go together on this journey with me. Create it for you. So click the first link down in the descriptions to join the school community. This is the place where you need to be. Trust me. It's called the work to win, because in order for us to become disciplined, we first have to put in the work. Then once we're done, not even done working, but the more we keep on working, eventually we're going to win. So click the first link down below and I hope to see you there. Lesson number 5 is that you have to act as if you are already disciplined. Do this now with me. Tell yourself that I am disciplined. Tell yourself how I'm still waiting. Nice. How does that make you feel? You probably feel like, okay, it shouldn't make me feel nothing. Okay. Now ask yourself, how does a disciplined person act? Go write it down now. I know you might be chilling, you might be eating a nice burger, you might be just relaxing right now and you'll be like, yo, I need to go take a pen and go write. Yo, bro, if you want to build discipline and if you should be even taking notes, or you should be taking notes, because I told you at the beginning, if you take notes over here and you truly implement everything that I teach over here, you too will build discipline in 90 days or less. So if you're not taking notes, hey Baba, start taking notes, bro. How? Start taking the notes. How? This person, you're just watching. Oh, no. Here we're learning. We're learning how to build discipline. So in that notebook, your heading is most act as if you're already disciplined. That's number 5. Now ask yourself, how does a disciplined person act? I can give you some few. A disciplined person does the work when it doesn't feel like doing the work. A disciplined person has a patient mindset. A disciplined person shows up each and every single day. A disciplined person focuses on improving all aspects of his life, mentally, physically, and spiritually. A disciplined person just focuses on having a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. He knows that he doesn't know it all. So he just focuses on learning each and every single day. And a disciplined person gets out of his comfort zone on a daily. That's how a disciplined person should be acting. All of the things that I just mentioned to you just now. Step number 2, act upon it on a daily. Step number 1 was how does a disciplined person act? And step number 2, act upon it daily. Be confident daily when you're working out. Be confident that soon you're going to be seeing those muscles. Be confident in that business that you're starting. Be confident that one day you will be disciplined. Act like constantly get out of your comfort zone. Constantly just do things that you feel like are going to scare you, but you know are going to grow you. Just constantly do the work when you don't feel like doing the work. Act upon it on a daily, and eventually you will be disciplined. It's just all about acting. We don't randomly just wake up one day and we discipline. No. We act upon it on a daily. So if you can, first of all, act as if you're disciplined over here. Act as if you're disciplined, and then have a goal, because a disciplined person also has a goal. Act that as a character. Disciplined person has a goal. Have a goal, and you break those goals into smaller pieces, which is the small wins. Then, after taking in the small wins, you focus on creating the perfect moment. You don't wait for the perfect moment now. You focus on creating the perfect moment. You know that it's going to be lonely and you're all by yourself, but then you have the mindset of the beginning is the hardest part, but you will be disciplined eventually. You're then going to be disciplined. You see how everything that I just taught you now is literally the biggest source, the biggest goodness, the biggest system that you can use in order to build discipline in the next 90 days or less. If you don't take this video into action, if you're not taking notes in this video, I hate to break it to you, but you won't build discipline, being truly honest with you. So the 1%, the 2% that are truly taking in notes and telling themselves, okay, when I'm done watching this video, I'm gonna literally act as my disciplined version. You are literally the person who's gonna be disciplined in the next 90 days or less. Trust me. So that's how we build discipline. Those are not even how we build discipline, but those are all of the lessons that I've learned. But I even gave you some of the source on how it should be done. I'm gonna repeat. If you took notes over here, you will build discipline. And if you took notes and you acted upon it, not just taking notes, but if you just took notes and acted upon it, you will be disciplined eventually. But if you're just watching because I'm entertaining, I don't know how am I entertaining because I'm teaching you good stuff over here, you won't build discipline. So those are all of the lessons that I've learned so far in my discipline journey as a 17-year-old boy still in school. And I'm still going to learn more, and I'm still going to teach you guys more and more and more. So thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you in the next one.